Welcome to Cafe Mindfulness. My name is Michèle. So, how did you like that? How did you like that introduction? I have an idea. The name of this channel is Breathing Awake. So, Breathing Awake is my business, it's my brand. It is the name I use on Instagram, it's the name of my website. And so it represents what I do. I'm an MBSR teacher, mindfulness teacher, meditation teacher. And I started this channel about a month ago. My friend Michael, who lives in San Francisco, is an old friend of mine. He suggested in one of our conversations that I change this name to Cafe Mindfulness. And at first I was like, interesting. What does he mean by that? And I've been thinking about it ever since he told me. Because one, I always wanted to have my own cafe. And when I left San Francisco back in 2010, I remember having this conversation with him about the idea of having my own cafe and how it should look and the kind of tables and chairs, and that it should be like a place where people come and gather, that it should be really comfortable place. And there's a wall full of books, and there's all these different activities, and there's live music. And I never ended up doing it because it also costs a lot of money to do something like that. But I think that's why he came with this idea of maybe, Michelle, you could call this YouTube channel, you can call it Cafe Mindfulness, because it's a little bit different, it's a little bit lighter, and you're the one who serves something. You offer something. Sometimes you offer a story, sometimes you offer a little lesson. Sometimes you offer a meditation or a mindful moment. People come and they hang out a little bit with me, and we talk a little bit. And I offer something different every time. They come for whatever's being served in the moment on this day. And talking about cafes, I have to mention Cafe Trieste, which meant so much to me when I was living in San Francisco. It's located in North Beach. It's one of the oldest, I think it is the oldest cafe in San Francisco. It's owned by an Italian family. And I started going there like on Saturdays. One time I went on a Saturday afternoon and they had the whole family playing music, and it was crowded. There were so many people and I was alone, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, what's going on here? And they were playing old Italian songs and all different kinds of, and the atmosphere was just incredible. And I left there so happy. Of course, I had a little glass of wine or two, and I left so happy that I ended up going back there over and over on Saturdays. But then I would go in the mornings because I had a job where I didn't have to start working until like 12 or 1 o'clock. And I would go there in the morning and I would sit at the little table in the back at the corner next to the piano. And it was like an old school cafe. There were all different age people. People would just come in every day to get their coffee, and they would sit at the round tables. They would read newspapers. They still read newspapers. They would talk to each other. And I just remember sitting there always and just feeling so happy just because of and people would talk to each other. I mean, if you were sitting at a table and there was maybe a couple or a person sitting at the table next to you, somehow you would start having a conversation. And my friend Michael, this is exactly where I met him, was at Cafe Trieste, because he and his band Cafe International, now called Cafe Americano, they used to play every Wednesday evening at Cafe Trieste, and it was like it was amazing. It was so nice. It was like such a feel good evening, full of energy, full of love, full of good music and good times, and everybody was just enjoying it. And it just always became more and more crowded. And at the time I was working at City College of San Francisco, and I was in the intensive English program, and my job was to do activities with the students. And every Wednesday, almost every Wednesday, I would take the students to Cafe Trieste, and they loved it. So that's kind of the energy that I feel I want to bring in to this this little cafe, this little gathering that we're having together with a little twist, with a little twist of mindfulness. So it's not just about fun and games and ha 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 and happy. Yes, it is, but it's also sometimes a little bit more serious. It's sometimes maybe I will, I don't know, guide a meditation, or I'll talk about a lesson on mindfulness, because in a cafe, the couple in love, you can see the other person writing in their journal. You can see the older people reading their newspapers. You can see Paul, the barista, serving my favorite cafe latte. And so, yeah, I'm still thinking about it. And I wonder what you think. And of course, on this note, a big shout out and hello to Michael. Thank you for throwing that idea out to me, because you always have really good ideas. So I'm thinking about it, but in a way, I know that the decision's already made. Cafe Mindfulness. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.